Hey guys, we just ran into Robbie here. I saw Robbie over at the Guitar Center just like the last couple of weeks, man. Robbie was Supernova Remnant. What's happening, man?
Everything's great. This year the show has been really successful for, I think, everybody. You know, the economy the way it was last year versus this year, everybody's got a bright smile on their face. And it's a new year, and we're all looking forward to whatever's going on this year.
Fantastic. You see any of your buddies here?
Saw a lot of my buddies. Saw John, Petrucci, Andy Timmons, you know, the usual suspects. You know, we always hang out. Maybe go to a couple of shows.
Absolutely. We haven't seen John Petrucci yet. We just had an interview with Andy over here. Where's John at?
He was at the Ernie Ball booth.
Cool. Is he here today?
He was, yeah.
Is he gone?
I think he's gone to eat lunch, and he should be back later.
Robbie, you know, when I met you over at Guitar Center, you know, I mean, it was just awesome, man. You were just like an awesome salesperson, kind of, you know. Well, what's the deal? How did you get to be that way?
You know, it's funny you ask that. You know, when I was a little kid, you know, I went through the phone book. There was not this information superhighway, you know, that we have here called the internet. So I'd get the phone book out, and I'd call every person in the phone book. And if the guy was a jerk to me, I'd put a big X in the freaking phone book saying, I ain't going to that music store. Those guys are mean or whatever, right? And then you find the one guy that was so enthusiastic about me calling. He was just on fire for the gear. He loved the gear. And this passion transferred through the phone. I drug my parents down there to the music store that I love. And since then, I'm still the same guy I was back then. I have a passion for the gear, and I want to convey that to all the people that come in Guitar Center where I work and shop with them, because I'm still that same little kid. I just, you know, I grew up.
Well, let me tell you guys something. Really seriously, when I met Robbie, I was like, wow, you know, I mean, I had kind of a hard time over at one of the other stores, and what ended up happening is that over in Robbie's store, his store is totally different, man. There's the John's the general manager, right?
John Hernandez.
Yeah, John.
Amazing person.
This guy is like completely awesome. I mean, he's turned our whole entire thought around on just that store, and we got Jeff McDaniels there, who I've bought so much stuff. Our whole music. Yeah, our whole music studio is completely filled from Jeff's stuff that he sold us before. But you know what? I'm going to put you on the spot here, man. You know, you're talking about you know, going through the phone book and stuff. Do you remember that salesperson's name?
Oh, how do I ever? His name is Johnny Red. I still talk to him to this day. And
wow.
He's retired from retail sales. He's like a living legend in our parts, you know, in Dallas. He's a great blues guitar player, songwriter, singer, plays at various churches all over the area. And what's really funny is, for me being 8 to 12 years old and walking to a music store, meeting this guy, here I am older now, and I get to sub sometimes for him and his guitar praise and worship band at a church.
Man, that is awesome, dude. That's awesome.
I mean, who would ever thought? I'm playing in his footsteps and replacing him at a church whenever he has to go do other things. It's pretty amazing.
Wow, I'll tell you, really seriously, you know, the thing that's really amazing to me is that, you know, you come to these big shows and stuff, but, you know, it's like the soul's gone or something in some of these places. I mean, it's all they're really looking at is they're looking at, you know, the dollar. I mean, you know, where music, it comes from your gut, man. I mean, it's a heart and soul thing. Do you not agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. I think people these days can tell if you're lying. They can tell if you're not real. And, you know, I guess you have to go through some hell and high water sometimes to expose and, you know, be transparent to others. But I think people want to see that because they're just as real as you are, you know.
I agree with you. I'll tell you what, why don't you tell us a little bit about your band, man?
Supernova Remnant. Supernova Remnant is an incredible band, a ministry, a testimony of what God's done in our life. I flatlined of a drug overdose in 2002. Lord gave me a second chance at life. It's been an amazing journey. I have my spiritual eyes open to see some things that I never ever was able to see before. My drummer was diagnosed with end-stage kidney failure. He was going to die any day. The Lord has completely sustained him and healed him of kidney failure.
Wow.
We sound like Stone Temple Pilots meet Alter Bridge, meet Striper, if you will. I mean, we're a three-piece band out of Dallas, Texas. We just want to go all over the world and tell the world what the Lord's done in our lives. I mean, that's the truth. That's it right there.
Well, cool. Where can someone download some of your music or listen to it?
It's on the MySpace, Supernova Remnant. If you look up myspace.com/Supernova Remnant, you'll see it.
Cool. Well, I'll tell you what. Thanks a lot, man. And you know what? Really seriously, coming from the heart and coming from the soul, that's where it's all at, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Bless you guys.